Yo, what's cracking everyone? Eric Ship 111 here. So in Forza Horizon 4, one aspect of the game that many of the community are very vocal about is the lack of customization that is available in the cars. Of course, not every car needs to have ridiculous amounts of customizations, as let's be honest, a lot of the cars in Horizon 4 don't even get driven. However, for the more popular cars, there still seems to be a lack of customizations available, only giving us the generic Forza front and rear aerodynamics. We as players love to have our own taste embedded into the cars we drive, as it's a way to show our own personality and unique creativity. Forza's biggest competitor, Need for Speed, is remarkable at allowing players to customize their vehicles, whether it's through proper real-world body kits or even their own in-house custom designs, and I guess that's where many Forza players compare it to. Now, of course, with the introduction of upgrade heroes in Forza Horizon 3, we have seen an abundance of brand new cool body kits come into the game, particularly with the wide body kits like the Liberty Walk and Rocket Bunnies, which can truly transform an appearance of a car. However, there are a few more that has been in other Forza games that for some reason aren't in Horizon 4, which is a huge missed opportunity. So in today's video, let's look at 12 wide body car kits that have gone missing in Forza Horizon 4. Number 1, the Acura NSX. Okay, so majority of this list is actually going to come from Forza Motorsport 7, and to me, I feel as though wide body kits are more suited for a game like Horizon as opposed to the Motorsport series, as it's more about aesthetics rather than function. But here is the 2017 Acura NSX. I gotta be honest with you, I'm not sure what body kit this is from because it doesn't exactly look the same as a Liberty Walk, or is this some other brand I'm unaware of? Please help me out in the comment section. But let's say it was a kit Turn 10 created in-house. This would have been a wonderful addition to Horizon 4, particularly the NSX. There was so much hype around this car when it first launched in Horizon 3, but not many people seem to use it in Horizon 4. Apart from the spoiler, which I think could look better, if this was an in-house design kit, it shows Turn 10 and Forza Playground games, they all have the potential to give players a lot more car customization. Number 2, the BMW M3. This one in particular is the 1991 version. Now, of course, when we talk wide body these days, most people would imagine the wheel arches being flared with bolts literally holding them in place, but this one is more of the old school way of wide bodying a car, flaring out the rear quarter panels and the front fenders, which I really like, especially on this M3. With the slight bulge comes with different side skirts and a rear bar. It truly makes it so much more aggressive, and given the game is set in Britain, even though it's a German car, this wide body kit would be truly appreciated. Number 3, the Chevrolet Camaro. So by now, if most of you have played Forza Motorsport 7, then yes, a lot of these cars you will notice the trend that these cars I'm showing will mostly, but not all, mostly be Forza Edition cars from this particular game. But again, it just looks really cool. Now, I can't find this particular wide body kit for the Camaro online if you were to actually buy it in real life. However, given that this spoiler is shared identically with the one on the NSX, I suspect this wide body kit design is an in-house design, meaning there will be no licenses necessary to share between both Motorsport and Horizon. Again, if I'm wrong, please correct me, but would you like to see this body kit in Horizon 4? I know I would. Number 4, the Ferrari 458 Italia. This one is not from Forza Motorsport 7, but rather from Horizon 3. Yes, perhaps one of the most notable wide body kits missing in Horizon 4. This one is licensed and is by Liberty Walk as an upgrade hero. Playground games never mention as to why this wide body kit never came back, as many other Liberty Walk kits are still available in other cars in Horizon 4. But my theory is, again, Ferrari in general are quite pedantic about their cars in-game with huge customizations. But given that the upcoming Need for Speed Heat has a bunch of Ferraris in their game, which I would imagine be ludicrous if they weren't allowed to have any forms of customization whatsoever, I think it's time to bring it back for a future update. We all miss it from Horizon 3, and I really do hope it will open the doors for many other amazing customizations available for Ferraris in the Forza Horizon series. Number 5, the Ford Shelby Mustang GT350R. So in terms of wide body kits with the new Mustangs, the RTR Spec 5 that can clearly be seen is one of those kits that are bolted onto the existing car. But of course, this kit is not available to put on your normal Mustang. You have to specifically own the RTR version, which I can completely understand. The kit itself presents very nicely, but there is another one in Motorsport 7 that looks a little something like this. The design is quite similar to the Camaro with how the wheel arches are bolted on. It's actually quite nice. Whoever has designed these kits certainly has a very good talent for it. I really hope it's someone in-house, then we can see more wild customizations available for all the popular cars in the game, rather than having to gain a license to use them. But do you think this looks better than the RTR's Mustang? Number 6 and 7, the Honda Civic Type Rs. As I was just about to say that some of these unknown wide body kits look good in Forza Motorsport 7, we then come across these two Honda Civic Type Rs. Let's first take a look at the 2015 model. Now, to be fair, to wide body a car like this would be quite difficult given that it is a car with 4 doors. I don't know, the design to me looks a little bit questionable. It seems the rear has gills like a 488 GTB or an Acura NSX to allow air to channel through, but in this instance, for what? There's no engine at the rear, but I don't know, I'm not an engineer. Still will be a great addition to Horizon 4. If anything, the wide body kit from the Crew 2 for this FK2 Civic looks far more appropriate and in tune with the styling that this car should have. And speaking of appropriate, let's take a look at this 97 Civic Type R. How far out do these wheels want to come out? I strongly believe that there is not a body kit that you can buy in the world that looks anywhere close to this. This takes wide body, wheel arches, flare to a whole different level. It looks almost ridiculous in my opinion. I don't know what majority of people think about this kit, but I'm certain this one was designed in-house. Perhaps I'm being a little too harsh, but it really exemplifies the meaning of Ricer for 2019. But you know what? If it was available in Horizon 4, people will have it installed, including myself. Number 8, the Maserati Gran Turismo S. I like this one. It's a very Liberty Walk-esque kit. I know it's not exactly the same as the Liberty Walk version thanks to Google, but it's different to the Camaro and Mustang we saw earlier, as the bolted parts are shaped with the wheels as opposed to a huge piece of rectangle part stuck onto the quarter panel, which would definitely not have suited for such a rounded and contemporary looking car. Certainly a kit that would be great to see in Horizon 4, and I wonder what cars would benefit from a design like this that has yet to have a wide body kit. Number 9, the Mazda MX-5. For me, this one is a bit like the Civic. It looks a little weird, maybe it's the wheels, but nonetheless still a wide body kit that's been in Forza. By now, I would imagine that you can kind of see the pattern on how these wide body kits are regardless on who designed them, but would you put this on your MX-5 in Horizon 4? Number 10, the Mercedes AMG C63S. For me, this needs to be in Horizon 4. It's a very unique wide body kit. You don't see any bolts on this car and lots of canards and splitters everywhere, making it look extremely aggressive. Certainly a flex type of car with this body kit. You've got double canards at the front because one set wasn't enough, and the rear diffuser or tray, whatever that is, truly is not that size because it's functional, but rather screams, hey, look at me. Look at my racing-inspired beast that you can't touch. I actually love it. If you see someone driving this in Horizon 4, it's most likely someone that's really confident in themselves. Number 11, the Pontiac Trans Am GTA. Here is another wide body kit that is styled much more similar to the M3 we mentioned earlier, but this doesn't necessarily look over the top, which for a car like this is perfect. It almost has given a race car look that's competing in a Daytona like this Nissan 300ZX. I know my American viewers watching this would love to see some older muscle cars get some customization love, and this would be a perfect start for it. And lastly, number 12, the Porsche 924. Now I left this car for last because unlike majority of the vehicles on this list, this one isn't delivered from an exclusive Forza Edition car. This one can be applied to a normal Porsche you purchase in Motorsport 7, whereas the other Forza Edition cars were exclusive to them and can't be installed to their normal variant. So here's the wide body kit for the 924. This is a Porsche in-house body kit which is taken directly from the Porsche Carrera GTR, which is an absolute beast of a vehicle, but in Forza Motorsport 7 it says get the feel of the GTR with this 924 right now. So there we have it guys, 12 wide body kits that are currently missing in Horizon 4. How many of these kits do you want to see in the game? Write it down in the comment section below. And what cars would you like to see have more customization as of right now? Like I always say, I do read your comments. And if you guys did enjoy this video, please make sure to smash the thumbs up button. That would really help me out. And also, if you guys would like to see more Forza Horizon 4 content just like this, make sure to click the subscribe button with notifications turned on. That way you won't ever miss out on another video that goes live. And I hope to see you guys in the next video. Peace.